all want to be better at something, be it public speaking, writing, or presenting in front of people, or any other skill. But what we do towards it, that matters the most, right? I agree, learning a skill is not that easy, but to not try it or not know the way of doing it is even more harmful. See, I was someone who was always camera shy. I just couldn't go to the stage and talk in front of people. That thing just scared the shit out of me. And what I chose to do was to confront it. That's it. But was it a one-day process? Not at all. It took me a lot of time to become comfortable of talking to more and more people, socializing with people, and becoming a camera confident person instead of the shy person I was, right? And there were numerous things that came into play. It took me a lot of time to do that, but I do not want you to suffer through the same. So here I come with this particular video to help you master a particular skill step by step in the simplest possible way. So our major focus is to simplify the way in which you can learn a skill, no matter how much out of reach it is for you. If you are interested in doing it, you will make it happen. So this thought came in my mind while I was in college. I think each of us has gone through this thing that we have observed how colleges teach us and get us ready for the job market through degrees and taking certifications, right? But when I started acquiring other skills, other soft skills alongside my college studies, things started changing for real. And I understood that it's very crucial for you to have or learn something out of your academic syllabus in order to create something of your own. Basically, put your creativity into action, or else you will always be working towards someone else's dreams while compromising on your inner creativity. The moment I chose to put my creativity into action, I started doing side hustle, started writing and doing different things. I got to understand that there is so much that I can do apart from the things in academics which I'm not even interested in, right? So I believe that acquiring a skill, basically learning a skill from scratch to a point wherein you want to become the top 1% in your industry, that changes the entire game. So let's jump straight to the video to understand what's the simplified step-by-step process you need to follow to master a skill in 2024. So number one, check your readiness. Whenever you want to learn a skill, ask yourself two questions. One, is the skill you want to attain attainable or achievable? And second, whether you are committed to invest your time regularly in order to learn this. If these two are ticked, then you can proceed to the next. So the most important thing is understanding how much committed you are to learn this skill. I believe there are also people who think that if you have to invest time so much into learning it, you're just not made for it. So there are some people who believe that if you have to work too hard to achieve something or work on something, you lack the ability. But I believe this is totally bullshit. If you have an interest in your mind, if you want to make it happen, you will make it happen. And no matter how much skilled you are, it will still take you a lot of commitment and efforts to make it happen, right? No one has it right from the day one. Everyone is figuring it out. So how much are you willing to jump out of your comfort zone in order to make it happen and learn that skill? That matters the most. Now the next thing to identify is know how you learn the best. So I believe this caters to the past experiences of yours. Basically figure out what was a point in life wherein you were acquiring a particular skill and what things have worked out for you. It could be different for different people. Some people can learn through graphics, images. Some people like reading. For some, they want to understand it through video demonstrations or from a particularly one-on-one through a teacher. So understand what way works for you best and then choose that medium to learn that. It's not like if you are a reader, you will need a video, or if you are someone who cannot learn without demonstration videos, you can learn without that. No. It's crucial to jump out of your comfort zone, but understand what are the ways in which you can learn things better that will be familiar to you, and in that way you can easily work on this particular honing this particular skill. Get the right help. If you want to become the top person in your field, it's crucial to have a mentor by your side. that makes things so much simpler. You know, you avoid making the silly mistakes which 90% of the people out there are already making. You avoid that, you get chance to make newer mistakes, right? And things become so much simpler and easier for you, because at the end your goal is to basically learn this skill entirely. So what if, you know, you get someone who can help you lower down on the risk of not learning it, or on the places wherein you feel like you want to give up just because it's just not gelling in with the kind of learning environment you are focused on. And the best part about this is you can ask questions one on one. That person will be there, and you are already inspired by this person because they have already achieved that particular thing after acquiring this skill. So I mean, it's the best. I believe that I want to always learn from industry experts who have already done something on their own, and then they are ready to mentor me. I think that's the best what works for me. But there are also people who want to go with a coach or someone who is totally into training people. So look out on what works for you, but finding a mentor, someone who can guide you, works the best. I mean, if you cannot afford it, it's even better to go to the internet and check out on YouTube. You will get various kinds of people who are guiding you for the particular skill you want to hone. All you need within you is a learning mindset, a growth mindset. Next is take small steps. It's not like from the first day or second day itself you will start going very well at the particular thing you wish to master. Let's say you want to master public speaking. It's not like within the second or third meeting itself you will start speaking very well on the stage. No, you can take small steps. Maybe if you are in the board meetings or in particular discussions, start taking out time or pushing yourself towards speaking for even 5 minutes. That confidence boost gives you a lot. You can identify what are the areas wherein you are still lagging and you can work on them. But taking small steps also helps compile up, and you know what mistakes you are doing and how you can eventually improve on that, right? It takes time, but it takes time for the better. You only get better with time. So do not give up on it. At least understand the bigger goal and break it down into smaller steps and take actions regularly towards it. I remember the days when I wanted to learn basketball. I knew that I cannot play it from the first day itself. So when I went there, I had a coach, and he basically taught me about dribbling the ball and eventually throwing it a bit away far and then throwing it on the basket, and then eventually I started to learn it, and that process was so fun. So basically making the process fun is also crucial for you to sustain it entirely. It should not feel like very much overwhelming for you, which it actually feels when you go all in to learn that particular skill. The next thing is reflect along the way. Now that this could be in a positive way, that you can see people who are already doing better than you. Talk to them about how you are learning this skill, what are the problems you are facing at particular points, how you are working on improving them, because you never know what kind of advice you would need that would come your way in this way. I mean, I have got so many such advices in this way because I honestly want them, but I do not know how to approach them. So just go and talk about how you are learning this particular skill. Maybe talk on social media, document your journey. That works very well. People start appreciating you for the kind of efforts you are putting towards learning this particular skill, and they also start becoming a part of your journey. They will also guide you towards and tell you about what are the areas wherein you are doing wrong, you can improve, and that works as a great way for you to learn and adapt to the things. Next, challenge yourself to teach others. Whatever skill you are learning, it's not like you have to become very much master at it before teaching it to others. I'm not talking about professionally teaching others. I'm talking about just guiding others, maybe who are beginners at this, how they can navigate through it. Because when you teach others, you will have to firstly be clear about the concepts on your own, right? So I mean, it's far better to teach someone and then learn it in that way as well. Maybe whatever you're learning every day, just come home and talk to your sibling about that, what you learned today. Maybe talk to your mother or your father or whoever is your companion or wants to hear you out. Just talk to them about your learnings, about your experiences. You never know what boundaries it will open up to, and you will be amazed at the confidence boost you get once you start to explain things to others, whatever you're doing, because in that way you're getting very much clear, and the doubts that are within you are also basically coming into play, you are working on tackling them, right? And the last and most important thing is be patient. Yes, there will be people who will be observing only 10% of the 100% change that you are acquiring, but that's okay. What matters the most is how much shift you are bringing within you. That matters the most, because at the end you are doing it for yourself, right? For your own development or in whatever way, but you should be the one who should be comfortable about it. So give it time, be patient about the results, but do not be patient about putting in the efforts. Putting in efforts should be a non-negotiable for you, but you have to be patient with the results, and they will be bound to occur. If you're consistent for about 6 months, it has to happen your way. I have saw so many instances wherein I have went 6 months all into acquire a particular skill or master it, and it has worked out for me in numerous ways. Of course, I didn't become a master at it, but at least I got better, and that matters the most to me, right? Here are some do's and don'ts you need to understand before acquiring a particular skill. The do's: select a skill that is valued in the kind of workspace you want to shift to or go to, because you don't know when or in what way you can utilize it to, and it can become your passion. And when passion is combined with tangible results, then you can also make a living out of it, and that feeling is beyond beautiful. Next, divide the goal into smaller, manageable tasks and start taking consistent actions almost on a daily basis. And next, keep a track of what are the things you have learned and what are the things you want to accomplish. In this way, you are proceeding towards growth every day. And next come up the don'ts. Don't try to all in go on your own. Basically, take feedback from people. That works as a brilliant way for you to change your gears more often whenever you don't even know that you need to change it, because the strategy is just not aligning. The second thing is, do not rely solely on the feedback of people. You also need to have an idea about how you are approaching it and what efforts you are putting it and how much it is important for you to go all into it, because not everyone will give you the best possible advice. You eventually should know how much you're progressing and what's important to you, so you can prioritize things that way. And yes, don't assume that it's going to be an easy journey. Of course, it will be tough. Even your body will resist you from doing it because it is tough. It is something out of your comfort zone. But once you start making the fact that it is going to be fun, that you are enjoying the process, you will learn it and you will just be feeling very much confident about it, because you have put in your all. Now it's up to you whether you wish to take this ahead or not, but not learning a skill should not hold you back from achieving a particular thing, right? So I believe these will help you, because these are the step-by-step processes which have helped me to hone different areas and different skills. For now, I would say that writing and speaking are some skills which I have intentionally worked on improving, and I believe it's a continuous process. But I also want to up my video editing game, and I am looking forward to working on that. So I believe this will be a particular guide which can help you to navigate how to master a particular skill step by step. And if you feel like this will help any of your friends, feel free to share. And thank you so much for watching Read with Ayushi.